Have you been considering to start a side hustle, or have you already begun one and you feel like nothing is really moving? If that is you, this episode is for you, because in this episode we'll be looking at why we struggle with side hustles, and maybe why we feel stuck, and how to get ourselves unstuck and thrive as moms. Remember, this is Thriving Moms Hub, where we thrive and grow together in finances, family, and faith. So if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. And remember, every Saturday 8 p.m. is when we have a new episode of Thriving Moms Hub. Now let's get into it. Number one is you're not marketing. You might think that your side hustle is, failing, and, people are not buying from you. And it's like people don't even care about what you're doing. But sometimes it's just because people don't know. People don't know that your side hustle exists. Another thing to note is sometimes you might market for weeks, even for months, and you feel like the feedback you're getting is not consistent with how much you're marketing. But that should not put you down. Sometimes people don't have the money yet to buy from you, or they don't need your product or service yet. But when they need it, because you have been marketing, you'll be at the top of their heads. You're the one they will remember for that item, right? So that is why we need to market. Don't be discouraged just because you're not getting the results based on what the amount of input you're putting in, okay? Also remember, when you're consistent, people will trust you. Consistency builds trust, that customers can look up to you, right? So when people keep seeing your products, even just think of, one of the brands you really look up to. It is just because they are consistently on your screen, they're consistently before you. So market. And marketing, it's important to note, there is word of mouth. You can tell, your neighbors, I have this, I am selling this. You can tell moms maybe in your church, at your workplace, but you can also market online. Now, the advantage we have now is we can market online. So you can also market online on your WhatsApp status, on social media like Instagram. You can market on Facebook, on TikTok. Market, let people know what you are doing. And with time, you'll start seeing the sales coming in. And I've even seen it with my own, products like the books. When I stop marketing the books, sales go down, right? I stop getting the sales, because now the sales that come are for people who ordered before when I was marketing. And when they stopped, when they saw the product, they told me they'd buy. So once I stop marketing that product, sales go down. So market, just, have the product on people's eyes, just market. And with time, you start getting the results. Another thing is you haven't started yet. You're feeling stuck because it is in your head. You have not begun because you're waiting for perfection. You're waiting for the perfect time. You're waiting for the product to be perfect. You're waiting, you're just procrastinating while you're saying you're waiting for things to be perfect. Just start. Sometimes you might be looking at people and you're thinking, this product is of way low quality than mine. Just go out and start. Everybody you see doing something did not wait for the perfect time, did not wait for the perfect product. They went out by faith and began, and then they learned along the way. When you start is when you realize, I didn't have this, this, I need this, I need this and that. When you're already moving, okay? When you're already on the go, okay? Another thing also to note, so that you don't think I'm saying you go and just start. It is good to plan. It is good to learn. It is good to connect and get to know what other people who are doing what you want to do are doing and how they are doing it, okay? It is important, but don't get stuck there. Start with what you can, with what you have. Start small and build, okay? Unless you already have capacity to start big. But if you don't, just start small and learn on the go. Also, if you want to maybe start big, you can first start with volunteering under someone who is doing what you'd want to do. Okay, and even when you go, just be open. I want to learn so that I can build something. Or okay, I don't know, figure out. But if you want to start big and you first want to learn, don't just sit, go and learn under someone. Okay, offer your services for free and learn on the job. But most importantly, please don't get stuck on, if it is maybe a YouTube channel you want to start, you're waiting for the perfect camera, perfect phone, microphone, perfect venue. You'll never start if you're waiting for perfection. If it is a product, start with what you have. Start with samples, Start with a sample and just get that in the market. You'll start realizing the hurdles on marketing. You'll start realizing how to do the finances. Okay, just get basics as you start, but then you build over time. You start learning budgeting. You start learning how to tithe on the profit and such when you're already doing it. Okay, I hope this has encouraged you to start. If you're still waiting, okay, if you have not yet started, please put a date. Say, I'll start in December. I'll start in January. January 1st is my first day of my business. December 1st is the first day of my business. And keep to your word. Another reason why sometimes we feel stuck is because we do not pray about it. Now, when I was talking in the previous episode, I encouraged you to pray. If you are thinking of starting a side hustle, pray about it. We feel stuck because we are not praying before we start, and even when we are going on. You need God. Everything needs God. A business is not just about numbers and, people, resources, and the money you have. No, you need God. So you feel stuck because you don't have the spiritual backing. In this world, everything is spiritual. I believe you already know that. And if you don't know, just know that everything is spiritual. Even customers, bringing clients takes spirituality. And that is why you find people who are not believers, they have, their what do I call them? Those things that people are given by witch doctors. They have them in their businesses because they know to attract customers. It's not just about having good products. You need God. So pray about it before you start so that God can direct you. But even when you're already on it, start asking God to give you strategies to grow your side hustle. Ask God to give you. God is able to guide you and tell you what to do. Sometimes you just need one thing, and that one thing will direct your side hustle and take you to another level. So pray about it. Ask God to show you what to do, whom you need to talk to. Okay? And if it's someone you need, that God will bring them to you. And then start calling customers. Start calling clients. Pray and tell God, today I need clients. Bring them to my DM. Bring them to my shop. Bring those customers. Pray also if you have employed people, that they will be faithful to you. If you're trusting God to maybe have another person join you, pray for those employees that God will help them to be faithful. They will not steal from you. And if they are stealing, that God will reveal them to you. You find them in the action. Yeah, so just pray. Involve God in your side hustle and you'll realize it will become easier. Another reason why we struggle is because we give up too soon. There is no one who has built something big that gave up along the way. Don't give up because challenges come. There is nothing that has no challenges. If you are promised, those get rich quick scams, it doesn't work because there is nothing that comes easy and without challenges. So unless it is something you had begun for, quick, for a season, if it is long term, then you need to stick. You need to stay, even if you're not yet making money. Yeah. just stick and continue putting in the work. Continue putting in the work. And with time, you'll start seeing the results. Don't give up. Don't start this, stop, go to another. This time you're selling handbags, tomorrow you're selling clothes. The other day, you have gone from that to you're selling food. Focus on one thing. Let people know you for this thing, okay? Be focused. Be focused. Let people know you for this one thing or two things, okay? But let people see consistency in what you're doing. Don't stop and start. Another thing with giving up too soon is you never get to learn why it wasn't working. When you stick around, you will know why something is not working and you'll get solutions for it. All right, that is why I'm encouraging you to not give up too soon. Another thing is you will be regretting. With time, you'll be like, especially when you see someone who has stuck it out and they seem to be doing well, you start regretting and thinking, my goodness, maybe I would have done, as good as this person or better. Maybe they even began after you had quit yours, right? Just, stick it out and put in the work and continue. Don't give up. Also, get to learn what others are doing that is giving them success, okay? In your field, if you're in a certain kind of industry, get to understand what has helped this person stick around for 10 years. This person is still doing this business for 10 years. What is helping them stick around? And it's not just a side hustle to do with business. Whatever your side hustle is, go online. If you don't have someone you can reach physically and learn from them and just get to hear what they have done to succeed. Find someone online and see what they are doing that has helped them succeed. And people are, especially someone who has, been there and built something, they're always willing to help. They are willing to give their knowledge. They are willing to share their struggles and how they have overcome and what they have learned from their struggles. So find someone and get to see what has this person done through the challenges. How did they handle not getting clients? How did they handle products, having challenges? For example, like agriculture, you might have planted and then rain comes and destroys everything. Go to another farmer, get to know what have they done. You might have, started taking care of domestic some animals, maybe some hen, chicken, or cows or goats or sheep. If maybe they got sick and they are now you're struggling, go to another farmer who is keeping animals like you and learn what is this person doing, or what did they do to overcome this challenge of sick animals. Okay, who is their veteran? Learn from those who have gone before you. There's no one who builds alone. No one is self-made. Like nobody helped them along the way. Everyone who has made it had someone holding their hand at some point. Okay, so learn also so that you don't give up because of challenges. Another thing, why we get stuck is because we forget our why. Either we don't know the why we began the side hustle, or we forgot it, or we are not following it. Now, if you have a side hustle that the why you began it is just for money, purely you began it for money, and it is not giving you money, you will feel frustrated, right? So if it is purely for money and you wanted a quick fix, you wanted money in the next 2 months or 3 months, and it is not giving you money yet, a month down the line, 2 months down the line, you're not seeing results, you can stop it, okay? But then if you had begun it for a long term, maybe you want to have it, grow to a point that you can leave your job and focus on it, or you can focus on it full time as a mom. You move from being a stay-at-home mom and focus on this business. If that is your why, then you stick. You stay. You don't give up along the way. You continue being consistent, right? So knowing your why is very important. Also, it will encourage you to stick at it, especially if other people who are close to you don't believe in what you're doing, or people who maybe were doing a similar business to you or a side hustle like yours, and maybe they have stopped. When you know why you're doing something, you'll be encouraged to continue, especially during the hard times. Okay, so if you're feeling stuck, go back, sit down, just take a minute and ask yourself, why did I begin it? Why did I even start it in the first place? If it was just to help you for a season when you are struggling financially, and now you realized that, well, that season is done, you can stop the side hustle. If it was not just for money, continue. Okay, so reason with yourself, why did I begin it? The other reason why we struggle is because we do not understand our season. So you might find in your season, in this season, you don't need to do too many 3, 4, 5 things at the same time. So that is why you're feeling overwhelmed as a mom. Maybe you have a job, or maybe you're a mom who has very young children. If you're in a season that does not enable you to do many things at the same time, just stop, take a step back, breathe, and then figure out how to come back. So know your season. If you need help in this season, seek help. You might not, it might be the side hustle you're doing is the only thing you're doing, and maybe you don't have a house help, or your house help has left. Seek help. Look for help from people. Get to know whom do I need at this point, so that I don't feel overwhelmed. You can talk to your spouse, you can talk to your family members, and figure out how to get unstuck in this season, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. You can even seek for therapy. Sometimes you're just overwhelmed because of maybe struggles you went through in the past that are now showing up in your side hustle and in your life in this season. So figure out, what is this season I am in? Is it my season that is not allowing me to thrive? And how can I, get unstuck? If it is knowledge you need, look for that knowledge for the season you are in, okay? So figure out, what season am I in? Might I be unstuck? Might I be stuck because I am in a season that does not allow me to continue in this side hustle? If you need a break from the side hustle, take a break and then come back to it later in another season when you can, okay? And you will realize in your comeback, you're encouraged, you're stronger, you are more energetic, you have figured things out, and you know why you're even doing what you're doing. All right, so I hope by now you've gotten some clarity on why you might be feeling stuck in your side hustle, and I hope you are encouraged to continue, or to even start if you have not yet started. And if you have not yet watched the previous episode, look at the description. I am putting the link there for you to also be blessed by that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching to the end. May God bless you. Give the video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section why you also think people are struggling with side hustles. Or if you have a question, put it in the comments. I will be checking and responding to you. I'd love to hear from you, by the way. So thank you so much, and God bless you, and see you.